Hello, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot. This is your tarot card for the week of March 22nd, 2026. It is a collective general reading. So as the messages come through today, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it's meant for someone else. And of course, check out your other placements. If you don't know what they are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also, Aquarius, this is not what you don't see coming for the week ahead. I've already released those readings. The Tarot Card of the Week reading is intended to give you something to question or ponder, go within, so you can make a decision that is best for you and your life at this time. With all of that said, let's begin. Tapping into the Aquarius collective now, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is the Tarot Card of the Week here for the Aquarius collective? If I said Sagittarius, I'm sorry. I don't know why I've been doing that since the Scorpio reading. I'm fully well aware that it is for Aquarius. I meditated on your sign for quite some time. Tell me more about this Tarot Card of the Week here for Aquarius. One more shuffle. Thank you. Tarot Card of the Week, my dear. Wheel of Fortune. What changes are entering your life and how are they a part of your destiny? At the bottom of that, Queen of Swords. What situation in your life do you need to be logical about? Okay. Oh, and then you have the Fool. Wow, new beginning here. And it is a timeline jump. So changes are entering now, your life, Aquarius, that will put your life on a completely different trajectory or on a new path. Now, we don't get forced onto paths by the universe. We either choose to take the opportunity or we choose to stay where we're at. This is specifically for those of you, it's like, you now have a choice to change your destiny. Again, you don't have to do it. Tell me more about the Wheel of Fortune here for the Aquarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. One more shuffle here. Thank you. You have Judgment. You have the Ace of Swords. You have the Page of Swords. Two cards came out. The Moon and the Seven of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, Temperance, Queen of Swords shows themselves again. Two cards came out. Two of Swords and the Star. Oh my God, it leaves the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I want to say here, and I'm going to clarify some of these cards for you. The universe has called judgment. This is a moment to move forward in your life. Something here is occurring. Something behind the scenes that you're not quite seeing. You could be very confused at this time. Why is this happening? Why is this ending? Why is this beginning? Why is this shifting? Why is this changing? What you don't see coming is a decision. Everything is being aligned here. Yeah, the universe is called judgment. So if you're feeling confused or you don't understand what the heck is going on with your life or why things are, someone kind of came along and flipped the table here on you upside down. It was the universe's way to put things now in motion, kind of set things in order. So you can now make a decision if you want to move in a new direction. Yeah. Universe called judgment. You're not seeing it just yet. This is meant to take you to your wish fulfillment. Judgment. Tell me why judgment is here. Now again, you don't have to go in that direction. Tell me about judgment. I feel like the universe called judgment. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Judgment is clarified by the Two of Wands, the High Priestess, oh yeah, and the Three of Swords. Bottom of the deck, the Lovers. I feel like there's situation or a connection here in your life that was not proceeding forward, was not moving forward. It was stuck. It was stagnant. You either have just experienced this or you're about to. I have to tell you what's on the table. I don't know where you are in the Aquarius timeline, but the universe is creating this Three of Swords moment here, or helping to facilitate this Three of Swords moment. You may not be understanding at the time that occurs why it's happening. You're very confused. I don't understand. I was content in this relationship, or we were getting by. I feel like you're a bit blindsided here by the Three of Swords. Again, some of you like literally just experienced it in the last 3 weeks, or you're about to experience it in the next 3 weeks. The whole purpose of it is to move you, possibly you and your partner, on another path here. Let me see what this is all about. Clarify the Ace of Swords. Clarify the Ace of Swords. Clarify the Ace of Swords here. What is happening here? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Ace of Wands. There's a new beginning that wants to come in Eight of Wands and the Ace of Cups. You have 3 of the 4 aces here. So Ace of Pentacles will be you. Do you want to invest in this new chapter? The universe has triggered a 3 of Swords moment for you. You may not understand, like I said, why it's happening. It's supposed to happen to put you on a new path. It was the only way to bring this in. You weren't going to move towards this unless this happened. That's what you need to be logical about. 3 of Swords. Clarify that 3 of Swords. I normally don't clarify the clarifiers, but I feel like I need to for this. Clarify the 3 of Swords. One more shuffle. Thank you. 5 of Swords, some type of argument, discord. 3 of Wands about moving forward. And the Devil. Yeah, the universe had to... this is a 3 of Swords moment that you don't understand. It's like one day we were moving forward, or at least I thought we were, and everything was great. And the next moment, someone came in and flipped the effing table over, and the relationship just fell apart. I think you would have been stuck, that Devil energy. 3 of Wands, a Devil. It's like you would have been stuck. There was no moving forward in that. So like I said, you either just felt that 3 of Swords in the last 3 weeks, or you're about to feel it in the next 3 weeks. It's to put you on a new path here. You might not understand why it's happening. I feel like for most of you, this is going to happen between March 22nd and April 1st. April 1st, we have a full moon in Libra. And Libra is the house of relationships, marriages, partnerships. And again, you might not understand at the time why the hell this is happening. But it's to get you towards this. It's like you're being divinely protected from that connection. I know that sounds horrible, but the Star card. You're headed towards the Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. Now, again, you don't have to do that. But tell me about the wish fulfillment here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Knight of Cups, 5 of Cups, and the 10 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. Tell me more. Tell me more. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 10 of Cups, King of Wands, and the 4 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Pentacles. Man, why do I feel like this keeps coming up for your readings? Clarify the Queen of Swords there. Please clarify the Queen of Swords for the Aquarius collective. One more shuffle. Thank you. 5 of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, the Death card. I keep tapping into a group of you where you are stuck in a relationship. I'm an Aquarius rising. It's not my reading. You're stuck in a relationship. You're desiring a new beginning elsewhere. Either you know that person or you don't. But you're stuck. You feel trapped. You can't find your way out of this relationship. There's some type of toxic attachment style to this person, or I don't know, there's something keeping you bound there or keeping you stuck there. You're meant to move in this direction. You're meant to move towards this person. I don't read body parts. Could be a king, could be a Queen of Wands. You're meant to move towards this person, but you're stuck here. 3 of Swords moment is happening. It's supposed to be your moment to say, enough, I'm out. Whether you know this other person or not. What are you supposed to see logically that you can use this 3 of Swords moment as a reason or a catalyst to move in a new direction? Because this person is on your path. Like I said, whether you know them or not. They're like energetically on hold here for you. Really difficult for them to get to you. Because you're still stuck in this. Yeah, there's going to be a 3 of Swords moment that happens. I knew someone once who was in a marriage he was not particularly happy with. And I talked to him afterwards about it. And I said, oh my God, that was your moment. And he was like, oh, I didn't see it that way. So not a happy marriage by any stretch of the imagination, but they were getting by, okay? Paying bills, living like roommates, etc., etc. Suddenly she wanted to get a dog. I think she thought this would bring them together or something like that. And I said to him, that was your moment. That was your moment to say, I don't think getting a pet is a good idea at all. I don't think we together should be adopting a pet because I don't even think we together are going to last. Like, that was your moment. Maybe not to be that cold and cruel the way I said it, but like, that was your moment to sit down with this, with your wife and say, I don't think it's a very good idea that we get a pet at this time because A, B, C, D. And he was like, well, I didn't see it that way. So I feel like there's something like that here happening. Now, it doesn't have to be as gentle as that. And with that Three of Swords, it tells me that it's not. But it is your moment to say enough. It's not a Ten of Swords. It's not the Death card. Again, it's an opportunity. Wheel of Fortune is an opportunity. It's an opportunity for you to say, this isn't the Ten of Swords. It's not the World card. It's not the Death card. But I'm going to use it as my springboard, as my catalyst to move in another direction. You could kind of fix this, to be honest with you. You could. You could decide to stay in this, but then you don't get this. I don't know how else to say that to you. You don't get this. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about this. Because this individual, is coming towards you, or I should say energetically available to you with the Knight of Cups. The cup they're holding is the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is the potential to get to the Ten of Cups. That's not at all what this is. It's not. That's stuck. You may want that to be this, but that's not this. So I feel like you have a Three of Swords moment coming. Three of Swords moments are manageable, believe it or not. We can recover from them. Think about all the times someone upset you or broke your heart or disappointed you and you went back to them, or you were still friends with them, or you still talk to your mom or dad. You know what I mean? Sometimes in tarot we're like, whoa, Three of Swords, it's over. Not really. Let's be honest with ourselves. Most of the time we do our best to patch up that Three of Swords. So it's a fixable moment, but it's not a movable moment. Meaning it's not, even if you fix it, you're not going to move beyond it. It's still stuck in a cycle. But you can use that as your catalyst. You can use that as your catalyst. Tell me more about the new. Tell me more about the new. One more shuffle. Thank you. Three of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles here waiting for you. A little bit of strength. A little bit of strength here on your part, and you can create a whole new life for yourself by using that Three of Swords moment as your Tower moment. You can use it as a catalyst. So if you've been looking for a way, hate to say it that way, looking for a way to exit a connection in your life that you feel stuck in, rope-a-dope, going round and round and round, Groundhog Day, nothing changes, whether you have this other person, whether you know this other person, or you just would like to be in a connection with another person, they're on your path. It does require you to break the cycle. There's a Three of Swords moment here happening for you. Ace of Swords, that is the truth. You can now manifest what it is that you want here. You can use that Three of Swords as a catalyst to say, enough. There's been one too many Three of Swords moments here. And this time, I don't feel like fixing this. Queen of Swords, Queen of Swords, Queen of Swords. See this realistically as a efficient way to exit a connection you haven't wanted to be in for a long time. I want to get you three cards of advice how you can deal with that Three of Swords moment. Bottom of the deck, Six of Swords, move on. It's a regretful but necessary rite of passage to get you here. Three cards of advice on how Aquarius can deal with that Three of Swords moment. I think for a lot of you, it's coming within the next 8 days, okay? King of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Page of Cups. I want to get three cards of advice here because you can control. You can use this Three of Swords now to control, like use it as an excuse. I hate to say it that way, but King of Pentacles is someone who controls their pentacle resources. Six of Pentacles, you can now use that Three of Swords moment as an excuse why you can't give so much of blank to this person. So let's say this is a spouse you no longer want to be with, but you felt stuck in the connection. Now you can withdraw. Now you have a reason to emotionally disengage. And when they ask you, well, what's going on? Well, remember that Three of Swords moment from last week? Yeah, but it was just a fight. And usually we get over those things. I can't. It's your excuse. It's your reason. I have a lot to consider. I have a lot to think about. You can use it as your reason to distance yourself, move away, withdraw, not be as generous. One more shuffle. Thank you. Or maybe even leave. Six of Swords. Judgment. Page of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Tower. Even if this person comes in with an apology, look at this. Tower to the Wheel of Fortune. 3 Wheel of Fortune cards on the table. Even if they come in with an apology, you could still utilize that Three of Swords moment to say, one too many, I'm moving in another direction. I'm putting my pentacle resources. I get to control my time. I love my money. I'm choosing to put them in another direction. Again, that Three of Swords moment is fixable, but it doesn't have to be. This reading specifically for those of you want to get out of that relationship and you're kind of looking for an excuse. There's your excuse. 3 cards of advice about this other person. 3 cards of advice about this other person. Just saw the Ace of Wands to the 10 of Wands, which we had here. 10 of Wands to the Ace of Wands. Yeah. It's almost like energetically impossible for this person to fully come in until you clear that out. But even if this person comes in with an apology, it could be like, it's a little too late to do the right thing now. Or there have been too many Three of Swords moments. 3 cards of advice on how Aquarius can deal with this new person. One more shuffle. Thank you. 9 of Swords. The Death card. Put an end to the doubts, fears, worries, and for God's sakes, put an end to this toxic attachment. This person came up as the devil twice for you. This is the only way you're going to be able to move forward with this person. Put an end to the doubts, fears, and anxieties and insecurities that kept you trapped in that for so long. But then you also need to sever the cord with this person. Queen of Wands to the King of Wands. That's your match. 3 of Pentacles. It's going to require you, look at this. Your victory is in using that Three of Swords moment to walk away from that person. Again, that could be fixable, but it doesn't have to be. Especially for those of you who are looking for a reason to leave. That's your I'm out. That's going to be your 15 seconds of insane courage. It's up to you if you want to use it. If not, you could do a whole new cycle with that person. This individual is still on energetic standby. How long you want them to wait for you and you for them is entirely up to you. That is what I have for you. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.